Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. 2 more days left in this year. Well, not even now. It's a day and a little bit because we're almost at the end of the 30th. What's your theme for 2021? Do you have one? Let's pick one that's going to help you stay on track and stay focused and stick with your goals and your visions and what it is you want to accomplish this year. Hey guys, Patrick, Pat on Your Back, Personal Fitness. And tonight we're talking about your theme word for 2021. And a lot of high performers do this. They pick a word that's their theme for the year. And something I'm going to try this year. I haven't done it before. We're going to try to pick one. I haven't picked one yet, actually, either. I'm trying to think of the right one. But they pick a theme of the year, and that's sort of their reminder, their mantra of ways to keep them focused, to keep them going, keep them moving forward. And it's a way to, again, remind them of what's important, maybe remind them to stay focused, what to focus on, where to channel their energy. It's a key word. We talked about mantras earlier this year. Todd Durkin shared his Train to Win mantra with us, and we talked about that. And some of you took that and modified it and made it work for you, which is perfect. You want to find something that's specific to you that works for you. And maybe something that helps you stay focused and reminds you to make good choices, to reminds you to maybe drink more water during the day, or reminds you to get that workout in, or reminds you to be nice to people, or reminds you to get up every half hour to an hour, get up and take a little posture break, move around and stretch and again, drink water or get some food or change before we change tasks. It can be something that really draws in the year. And especially after a year as challenging and difficult and strange and new. Hey, Alex, maybe it's good to have a word to focus on to, again, get us geared up for 2021. And as we talked about a few days ago, we don't want to wait until 2021 to gear up. We want to start that ball rolling now. So again, let's think of a word you can use, or a couple, even a little phrase is fine. And whatever you prefer to use, that's going to set you up for success in 2021. And think of a word, again, something that's specific to you, that reminds you of where you're going, how you need to get there, maybe what you need to do. So some examples I've heard of themes for 2021 and people that have used them for, again, 2020 and different things. The words like strong, words like heart, words like discipline, words like systems. We've talked about systems here so much in 2020 on these PatFacts and how we want to take systems and put them into our day-to-day life, things we've learned, and apply them to other areas. Systems would be a great example of a word. Positivity, we've talked positivity pandemic since April when I declared the positivity pandemic was an outbreak that was going to spread and take over. We're still dealing with that. Like I said back then, there's no vaccine for the positivity pandemic. It's here. It's going to stay. It's going to stick. It's going to spread. Everybody's going to get it. And that's what we want. We want everyone to get that one and to stick with that one. So positivity could be a word that you use. We talked about ascend till the end. So ascend could be a good theme word for 2021. Maybe we want to always be ascending and developing and growing through the year. And that's a reminder to maybe say yes to some opportunities to help us grow, and maybe say no to some things that don't just align with our values or don't help us grow right now because the timing's not right. Maybe focus is our theme word for 2021. We've talked about that a lot this year too, building that internal focus on ourselves to learn that skill so that, again, we can focus on our work when we're working. We can focus on our family when we're with our family. We can focus on ourselves when we take some us time that we deserve to take now and then, and should take more frequently than we do. Maybe focus is your key word for 2021. Again, heart, courage, systems, consistency, train to win. Again, it's a little phrase, it's a system. When we talked about that as a mantra, again, that was shared with us through our pal Todd Durkin. It was the idea of train to win kind of came from athletics. You train to win the event, the matchup, but we apply it to everyday life, all of our systems. We train to win life. Life is our sport. We're all athletes. Life is our sport. sports may be part of your life and your sport, your overall sport. But even if you're not playing sports, life is your sport. Workouts are your practice. That's where you get better. Train to win is taking the good habits and making sure you're sticking with them and applying them to your day-to-day life. So you get good sleep, good nutrition, good hydration. You move every day. You manage your stress as best you can. You control the controllables. That's all operationally fit. That's trained to win, making all those good choices to make sure you perform at a high level, regardless of what you have to do. So maybe a phrase or a mantra is what you make your theme for 2021. And then what we like to do is, again, put it places where you can see it, where you're reminded of it, where you can visualize it and have people say, hey, how's that going for you? Maybe something like an alert on your phone that pops up. A timer throughout the day with your word of the year to pop up a couple times during the day to remind you. Ascend till the end. Positivity, love, relationship, communication, talk, whatever your word is for 2021, put it in and have it pop up. And again, that reminder is always there for you. Have some kind of system, some kind of visual reminder, maybe a post-it note on your laptop screen, on your mirror, in your bathroom, over the kitchen sink, maybe in the fridge. When you open the fridge, you get a snack and you see positive or system or grow or better every day. And that's going to remind you to maybe make those better choices when you open that fridge door. And again, that fuels your ability to be operationally fit. Maybe it's something in a book that you see. Maybe it's a recording or a song that you like. Maybe it's a word in a song and you listen to the song every so often to remind you and to put you in that spirit and that mood to, again, progress and work towards being a better version of yourself. And that's what we want for us for 2021. Like we talked about on Sunday, it's not just going to happen that 2021 is better. We have to make it a better year. So we need to put steps in place. So again, this theme word of the year or theme phrase or your theme of the year is something that's going to help you keep yourself going. Hello, Femi. Hello, how's it going? I hope I said that right. Thanks for hopping on. We wanted to pick theme words, again, that relate to us, that align with our goals, and are those good reminders. So if you don't know of any, you can't think of any, I'd like to challenge you to try to think of some on your own. Think about where you want to go. Think of where you've come from this year since March, since all this started. And think of where you want to go in 2021 and how you want to progress. And maybe just like a word or a phrase. And if you can't think of one, do a little research. Research some words on the internet. Find some people that you follow and see what their word's going to be. And maybe that gives you some ideas. You don't have to use their words, but maybe their word gives you an idea or some direction towards what your word might be. Again, things like creativity. Some of you were very creative during this pandemic. You took up painting and writing and drawing and different things. Creative could be one. Study could be one. Learn could be a word that you put into play for 2021. Again, different ways of being focused and keeping you moving forward. Maybe it's water. You need to drink more water and stay healthier. Maybe it's nature. You want to spend more time outside in nature, recharging, and just being away from some of these things for a little while, even once a week or once in a while, once a day to get out. Maybe those little cues, again, can remind you. Maybe it's nature, maybe it's nurture. Maybe it's hug. Hopefully we can hug each other in 2021 as things clear up. Maybe that's your theme. Maybe it's just to give yourself a hug. Maybe self is your theme word. Maybe you need to take better care of yourself. Make yourself that priority that you deserve to be. Maybe it's others. Maybe it's community. Maybe you want to be more involved in your community, whatever your community might be. It could be your physical community, like your city or your town. It could be your work community. It could be your family community. It could be your home community. It could be your online community. Maybe you want to contribute more to an online community you're part of. Or maybe some of those lessons you're taking online, maybe you want to give back and help teach and progress. Or maybe you want to take over some of the entry level stuff and let the instructor work on more. Maybe there's certain things you can give back and progress with and assist with in your community. Again, all examples, no right, no wrong answer. Play around with it. Get out a journal, get out a piece of paper, write down some theme words. Maybe just some words that you relate to. Fun, happy, smile, laugh, jump, run. Any kind of words that just help you think of who you are and who you want to become. And they'll help you stay on track to do that. And thinking of ways again to see those reminders of the word through the day, through the weeks, to again help us stay on track. It's a trigger, it's a cue to remind us. When someone would say, sit up straight, you would go like this. Or if you've ever been in a session or a workshop where someone talks about posture, or in a class, the moment someone says posture, everyone does this. Everyone sits up and they check their posture, make sure they're nice and tall. Just hearing that word, it's a cue, it's a trigger, it's a reaction. That's what we want, just ways to help us progress and move forward and help us stay on track to where we're going. Maybe that's on course. Maybe it's something map. Do you want to stay on the map, on your path towards your goal? And there's so many different ways to look at it. And again, thinking of ways to make it work for you so you see the results that you're looking for. And just like anything, there's trial and error. That's why we want to do it with a couple days before the new year hits, to try it out. Try it out tomorrow, see how it works, see how it feels. Does it kind of fire you up? Does it get you going? If not, maybe we try the next word. Or maybe again, we put a couple words together and create that bit of a sentence or a phrase or a mantra that we can see. And then we can edit our alarms to say the word. When we wake up in the morning, it says, train to win. It says, win the day. It says, you can do it. It says, you rock. It says, ascend. It says, win. It says, love. It says, hope. It says, kindness. Whatever your word is, you see it right away, and that triggers you, puts you in that mindset, puts you in that on that path to making sure that you live that way, because that's your theme for the year. And again, if you're not sure, search some people. John Gordon, I believe, is posted some of his past year's words on Instagram the other day. He's an author, has a few different really successful books, really high performer. I've heard him speak a few times on podcasts. I haven't read his books yet, but I've heard him speak a few times and love his message. He posted a list of what he's picked as a theme word. Todd Durkin, who we've had on as a special correspondent, he's usually picks a theme word of what his 2021 is going to be. So you can look those up. Again, do a Google search of looking for theme words and mantras for years and see what different examples are to give you some direction. But again, you definitely got to pick one that works for you. Otherwise, it's not going to work. If it doesn't connect with you, you're not going to have the success that you're looking for. So maybe in the chat, drop us a few potential words or share some word. Maybe if you do this, if you've done this in the past, share some of your past words to, again, help the group think of words and give them that kind of nudge, that little push into the right direction of thinking of what their words are going to be. Again, I'm trying to think of mine. Operationally fit is a keyword that I use a lot with all of you. That's a possibility. Positivity, again, is one I'm looking to keep on. They sort of became my words this year, unintentionally, just in the programming and what we were doing here and talking about, and my training style kind of being defined. Those all sort of came to fruition, but I didn't decide they were going to be words in January. Like I said, this is the first year I'm going to pick a word. I'm not sure yet what it's going to be, but something along that lines of win the day, positivity, operationally fit, focus, stuff that we're all trying to work on together, something that I can really to keep myself going. Maybe something like grow. I want to grow my brand so that I can help influence more people to be operationally fit. I don't want to just be within the realm of Barrie. I love Barrie, and that's a great city and great people. I want to train people here too, but I want to, with this platform, I can go anywhere. I have people from other provinces signing up. I have people in other countries that I've trained in the past and who are interested. I can really expand my reach with this virtual platform. So growth could be a good word for me to have for 2021. and maybe leader or coach is a good word for me in 2021. I've taken that step. We've talked from maybe fitness instructor, trainer to more coach. I'm getting into more of a coaching role where I do things like this to give more resources and more education than just the fitness side for my clients, for my participants, for my members like yourselves. So I'm really trying to jump into that coach, presenter, industry leader kind of position, and step up to the level of some of my mentors and coaches that I've had over the past 15 years since I joined the industry. So again, something along those lines are kind of the suggestions, the ideas I'm looking at. Again, I haven't really picked one specifically yet, but I will soon. And when I do, we'll talk about it here and mention it and see if we can get some other people to share their words of the year, theme word of the year or phrase. So that's it tonight, gang. I want to just hop on really quick and just mention that and throw some suggestions out there. And again, give you some homework to do to think about what your theme is for 2021. And again, maybe think about what 2020 was to you. Like I said, positivity, pandemic, and operationally fit, and ascend till the end weren't things I picked back in December of last year to be my themes of the year. They came to me through the year. Operationally fit, I kind of had in my head, but I actually started using it and tweaked it and got it to where I wanted to. Positivity, pandemic came to me one day and talking to you guys, and I declared that. I may have heard it somewhere. I don't remember hearing it until after the fact, but I declared it and really bought into it and made it my own back in April. And again, that wasn't an intention in January for the year. It came up organically as we were talking, and ascend till the end. If you remember, I learned that and grabbed that from listening to my buddy Martin Reed's podcast interview where they were talking about always growing and always ascending. It was a birthday and how they felt that they had gotten better over the past year, and ascend till the end popped out of my head and onto the keyboard. And I've grabbed onto that and taken that as well. So you never know where some inspiration is going to come from. You never know where things are going to trigger for you, but just look around, look in your environment, look over this past year at all you've done. Look at the things that motivate you and inspire you and what you want to continue doing, or what you want to, hey, train with L8, good evening, hope you're doing well, bud. Where you want to go and how you want to progress. And that's how you can decide what theme word of 2021 is going to work best for you. And again, I gave you a bunch of examples that you can look at and maybe use if they work for you. What I suggest, again, if you find a word that resonates with you in the examples I gave, perfect. Maybe look at, is that specific word what resonates with me, or should I tweak it a little bit more to make it really specific to me? Because if it comes from me and it triggers you, then that may be a good sign. But if it came from me and you think, oh, I'll take that one, then again, it may not be as effective as we're looking for. We want that nice reminder that when you hear the word, you're like, oh, I gotta go. Like Todd, his word is impact. You see there on the band, impact. That's his phrase. It's an acronym that he uses, but he uses the word impact to explain the acronym, so he doesn't have to go through all the stages. And that's his cue. That's his reminder. And he makes these bands nice and thick so that if you have a little negative thought or need that reminder, you can snap the band, he says, and give yourself that little twitch, that little cue. Like, oh, I gotta get my mind right. I gotta get into this and focus on what it is I'm doing. That's what the theme word is for you. And for me, it's that trigger point. It's that reminder to say, oh, I gotta smarten up. I'm at the grocery store getting groceries. Am I going to get that treat, or am I going to get some extra fruit and vegetables to have to snack on? And then you think of the mantra, you think of the word, maybe you have it on your phone, or maybe you write it on your shopping list, so that as you're shopping, you see that word, that focus, perform, train to win, live well. Again, whatever you choose, just seeing that word again could help you and influence you to making better choices, and again, keeping you on track. So I'd love to hear your theme words in 2021. You can put them here in the chat. You can send me a DM. I'm going to, let's see here. I want to let's chat on Friday about this. I'm going to commit now to knowing my theme word by Friday, because we chat together here on Friday in the virtual platform. So let's say by Friday, I'm going to have a word. I'm going to debut my word. I'm going to share it with all of you. And I'd love to hear what you have for your theme word for 2021. Again, there's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. It's whatever's going to work for you. to remind you to have a wonderful, amazing, magnificent 2021. But as we've said, it's not just going to happen. We've got to make it happen. And the way we can start with that is by thinking of our theme for 2021. And that's going to get us on that right track and that positive mindset. And that it's going to give us inspiration and some motivation to kind of push and work through those tough times when we don't have anybody around us to say, okay, let's go. You can do this. You've read this. Maybe that word, that inspiration, that word, that, yeah, you've got it. You can do it. Go, focus, stay strong, love, win, whatever it is. Hey, Ramondo, welcome. Think of that word that's going to push you through. That's going to help you when maybe times get a little tough, when maybe times are a little uncertain, when maybe there's some sort of lockdown or restriction put on us again, or things just aren't going as how you pictured because of whatever reason. That word is there so you can keep you focused and keep you on track. Ramondo joined us. His word for 2021 is Elvis Crespo. He loves Elvis Crespo. That's his trigger word. That's his theme word for 2021. Whenever he thinks of Elvis Crespo and sees that name, it brightens his day. It lights him up. He thinks of that song. Sometimes he gets DJs to play that song and it cheers him up. And we all smile and have a great time too. That's his theme word for 2021. Unfortunately, Ramondo, I'm just talking tonight. I'm not DJing. I don't have any music lined up to play. But I'll try for another time for you. Join maybe Friday if you join me. I'll try to get Elvis Crespo and put it on for you. I'll play it on the music. But yeah, that's a theme word. That's a moment. That's something that brings him some fun and some enjoyment. It's a bit of a running fun where he'll hop on streams with us, DJs, and ask the DJs to play the song, regardless of whatever they're playing. If it's hip hop, if it's rock, he'll throw that request out, and most will put it on for him. We all have fun and dance around. That's his theme word. That's his mantra for 2021. I can tell he's going to use that. And it brings a smile to his face and brings a smile to everyone else's face and keeps him on track and keeps things light and keeps him focused. So again, let's hear from you. Let's hear some suggestions. If you have questions, you want to throw some words out so we can, again, give feedback to each other. We'd love to hear that. Again, we don't want to just make the team. We want to make the team better. We're all a team here. We're all community within our platforms that we're broadcasting to here. So let's share with each other. Let's think of our keywords, our theme words for 2021. Share some in the chats here, even if you're watching on recording, or again, send me a DM with some suggestions, some possibilities. And again, let's meet Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern for the next episode of PatFacts. And I'm going to share my theme word for 2021. I would love it if you could all be here and share your theme words with me for 2021 as well. That's it for tonight, gang. Thanks for being here. And again, let's really work on making 2021 an amazing year. This keyword's going to help. Systems in place are going to help. We talked the other night about having a plan for 2021 and goals, and set them now and start them. Don't New Year's resolution anything. They don't work as much. There's no point in waiting 2 more days. The best time to start something is right now. So plan, think of your words, theme word for the year, think of your goals, think of an endpoint for your goal, work backwards to today. What can I do tonight to get me one little step closer to that goal tomorrow? And you just get the ball rolling, get that momentum building up. Thanks so much for being here, gang. Again, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Ramp up that self-care. Let's get sleep. Let's get some good hydration. Let's eat as well as we can. Let's try to move a little bit at least each day. And we'll see you again really soon. I'm live tomorrow in the virtual platform. If you have joined me with the virtual fitness platform, 9 a.m. for Core Plus. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Right here where you're watching. And then again, Friday night, 6 p.m., join me. Hey, Coach Gujil, sorry, I hope we get that right. Join me Friday night at 6 for the next episode of PatFacts, where again, I'm going to share my theme word for 2021. And I'd love to, if you could be on, share with me as well your theme words for 2021. So again, we can help each other and motivate each other and keep each other accountable well into the new year and moving forward. Stay safe, gang. Remember, always make yourself the priority you deserve to be by striving to be operationally fit. Stay safe. Take care.